back to our channel. In case you are joining us for the first time, this is News Today, your number one online news channel in Nigeria. And of course, I'm not alone in the studio today. I'm with my beautiful lady.
Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Gloria.
Yes, yeah, welcome back again to this channel. Okay, so today we are going to be discussing about a very sensitive issue, and this issue is one that it's really affecting Nigerians, not just Nigerians, affecting everybody across the world, and not just ladies, also affecting men. But before we dive right into the topic of today, the Queen of England just passed away. Yeah, she died yesterday.
Yesterday, 8th of September. May her soul rest in peace.
Amen. Wow, she was the longest reigning queen.
Yes,
longest
for
reigning
70
monarch.
solid years she was on the throne. And
nice.
then her death has been sparking so many reactions
so much controversy
from Nigerians.
People are like they're blaming how that the problem of Nigeria
It's from her.
and the problem of Africa started from her, But nevertheless, she has gone. So whatever we are saying, we can't keep crying over spilt milk. Whatever has happened has happened. They colonized us, they colonized so many other countries that are now doing well for themselves. So we should stop throwing the blame around and sit up and take up responsibility.
Yeah, very true. And I feel even if she was not the one on the throne at that time, what would have happened would have still happened.
Yes.
That's the main thing there. So it's not as though it's something we should blame her now. As a country, we should just sit up and do the right thing, and we'll get better. We'll be better with time. That's the whole thing.
Holding the wrong person responsible.
And we should allow the dead to rest in peace. It's so
many
much.
years ago. What has happened. Since we got
happened.
independence, what have we done for ourselves? What have our leaders done for ourselves? What have we as a country done for ourselves? We have to take responsibility and take our nation back.
That's the thing. And our prayer there is that Queen Elizabeth II, please rest in peace.
Amen. Alright, so to the topic of today, we are going to be talking about abuse. And the question we are going to be asking ourselves today is, why do people, most especially women, because more women are at the receiving end of this thing, why do they remain in abusive relationships? Like, you see a guy is abusing you, is beating you, is battering you, and you still remain in that relationship. Why do we think this happens? Why do we think it is so difficult for them to walk away?
Actually, there are plenty reasons why people stay in abusive relationships, especially for ladies. Plenty reasons why most of them stay in relationships. I'll just highlight like 3 reasons why I feel ladies stay in abusive relationship. One of the reasons is love. Well, put that love in quotation. Yes, love in quotes. Because many ladies, once they see that, okay, this guy loves me, he takes care of me, he gives me everything I want, and then he speaks to me in a way that I really love, but sometimes he gets to flare up. They'll be like, it's just that time now. It's not always. It comes sometime, and then they can't leave that relationship. Most of them will continue. Even when the guy does that continuously, they'll still stay in that relationship because they feel this guy loves me. This guy takes care of me. So if I go outside, will I see somebody that will be like this guy? Somebody that will love me like this guy? That's why most of them will remain in that relationship. And as time goes on, staying back in that relationship where you feel you are loved but you are abused, maybe physical hitting or verbal words, you just stay back because you feel, okay, but this person still loves me, still take care of me. It will grow into low self-esteem because you're already saying there's no other person that can see me the way this guy is seeing me. A quick story: growing up, I had this particular lady in my street. She was a young lady, a very young girl, and then she was in a relationship with one guy. So the guy beats her, and it was something that it was not once, it was not twice, and people around already knew that, okay, this guy, because the guy was into music, was a music producer and all these things for all these upcoming artists then around. So he will beat her, and he'll still take care of her, he'll still buy her stuff, he still does things for her, And then all of a sudden, this girl became pregnant, and then they got married. So she remained in that abusive relationship because of low self-esteem. She was feeling like, if I leave this guy now, who will take care of me? And then because of her background too, so that brought in that low self-esteem. If I leave this particular guy now that is helping me, that is taking care of me, that has been showing me love, who will I go to? Who will care for me the way he's caring for me? My mom is not alive, stuff like that. So there are so many reasons why young ladies, they will just feel, this is the only person that has loved me, or this is the only person that has seen me for me, even though he's beating me, even though he's shouting at me. So they'll still just stay back for that low self-esteem. And then another reason why most ladies stay in abusive relationship is because of fear. They are scared. Some ladies see relationship as a do or die affair. There was a time something happened and somebody was asking a lady a question, and he said, have you ever been single in your life? Because as if one relationship ended, she ran again to another one.
Some persons are that way.
And it was like, have you ever been single in your life? And she was like, not really. Since I started entering relationship, I've been in one relationship or the other. If this one is ending, I'm already in another one. And it was like, take your time and stay off relationship. So most ladies stay in abusive relationship because they are scared of whether they're going to see another man outside who will love them. That's what they feel. If I leave this one now, will I get to see the one that will love me the way this one is loving me? If I leave this one now, is there anybody outside willing to accept me the way he's accepting me? But he still beats you. He still shouts at you. He still does things. The height of it is beating in a relationship. Whether you are married, whether you are not married, it's very wrong. So ladies that are in it, most of them are in it because they feel they are not going to be loved outside. They are not. Their self-esteem is already going down. Lack of self-esteem, and most of them are scared. There are plenty reasons, but I'll go with these ones for now.
Wow, it's so bad. Please, for no reason at all should you remain in an abusive relationship. Remember, my name is Hope, and we'll be right back after the short break. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere. Welcome back. In case you are just joining us, this is News Today, your number one online news channel in Nigeria. And on today's show, we are talking about abuse, and we are asking the question, why do women, or why do people generally remain in abusive relationships? And yes, Laura has said so much about it. You know, she said love, that is love in quotes, or should I say misguided love, fear. And I totally agree with her on those points, most especially the part of fear being one of the reasons. I think that is one of the main reasons, and you know, that is the underlying reason why people remain in abusive relationships. Fear of the unknown. I don't know what is waiting for me out there if I leave. I don't know how people are going to perceive me, most especially in this our country now, or in this our era, in this generation, where the social media has written the narratives of people. The social media has given us yardsticks on how we should live, which is not meant to be so. So people are wondering, if I leave, what are they going to? They're going to throw me, they're going to drag me. And instead of me to face that, I rather remain and smile and pretend that all is well. Most especially for the married women, they're scared that if I leave this marriage right now, my children might be taken away from me, and I will not get to see them. I will not get to take care of my children myself. But what they have forgotten is that you have to be alive before you can take care of another person. Because if you remain in that relationship and you die in that relationship, trust me, permanently you will not see those children, and you will not be able to take care of them. So fear is one of the reasons why people remain in abusive relationships. And like you said also, lack of self-love. You are not aware of yourself. You don't know who you are, because when you know who you are, you know the things that you can take and what you can't take. There's a way someone will talk to me right now and I'll tell you, no, I can't take that. Even if we are friends and we do laugh and we joke, but when it gets to certain issues, you can't disrespect me, you can't talk to me like that. So some ladies don't know who they are, they don't know their value. That is why they accept whatever comes to them. A man can just wake up one morning and beat them, and they are making excuses for that man. They say, oh, I'm so sorry, I provoked him, it's not his fault, I provoked him, he's not a nice man. My sister, if you eventually marry that man, you will keep provoking him. There's no how you will he might not even provoke him. Someone will provoke him in his office, and he will come home and come and transfer the aggression on you. So, and I think one other reason is the notion or the distorted idea that people have that they can make someone change. I will change him. As and when I'm with him, he's always on good behavior. He does not, I will change him. My sister, you are not the assistant Holy Spirit. You cannot change anybody. Any man that does not want to change will not change. Yeah, so stop thinking that you can change someone. I don't think that's possible.
Very true. It's not possible. Talking about that changing people, that's the mistake that many people do now. Yes. Both people that are married and people that are in a relationship. You see a very nice lady, let me put it that way. Let me say an example, a church lady, a Christian lady. She'll go and get married to a drunkard, for example, and she's hoping to change him. And this man goes out, he drinks, he comes back to beat you, and you are still there. I will change you. So, like Hope just said, you are not assistant Holy Spirit. The person should change before you people get married or before you start any serious relationship. If he does not change, you leave him alone. The same thing goes for guys. Some guys just like ladies, and the ladies are nagging. The ladies can even do things that you are even scared of.
Some ladies are even more abusive than
I will change her. Let's get married. I'll be able to calm her down. Some guys will say, I am a medicine. Once I talk, she calms down. And before you know it, that lady begins to abuse you. When guys are in abusive relationship, their own are more. Because they are shy to say it.
And they are ashamed.
How will they tell their friends that my wife is abusing me? You understand? So they will bottle up, and their home is actually hell. They can't even go home. So it's not even advisable to say, I want to change my spouse. It's better your spouse, nobody is already made. That's one thing. But at least let it be that person is not abusive before you get into that relationship.
Yeah. I think we need to also, broaden our horizon on what abuse entails. Some people think that it's just when a guy beats you or when a lady hits you that person is abusive. There are also subtle, methods of abusing people. Someone that abuses you emotionally, deprives you of attention, deprives you of things that he or she knows that will make you happy. That person is abusing you, and most of these people are actually manipulators. Like their victims don't even realize that they are being abused. You see, one moment they are backlashing you verbally, the next moment they are showering you with gifts. They're taking you on trips, they're giving you money, and they start making you feel crazy, and you're like, wait, in fact, was I dreaming, or was I don't understand, was this a figment of my imagination?
It does something to the heart. You are insulting the person, you are beating the person, and you're still taking care of the person. So
it messes them up mentally.
You're roping the person. The person cannot even make decision. Should I stay or should I go? You understand? And then talking about emotional abuse is actually very, very strong. Most times, most guys do it intentionally. Maybe, for example, a guy is in a relationship with a lady. Maybe they're not yet married. And he feels he's already attracted to someone else. And he doesn't want to just say this one. He begins to torture that lady emotionally. So the best thing at that point in time is for that lady to leave. If not, you'll be racking your brain always. What should I do to actually please this person?
And you think that
you'll be giving so much energy. I had someone who was like, this whole thing, I'm the one putting so much energy trying to make it work, and this guy is not even putting any energy into it, so she had to just let it go.
Just to work
so
out.
That's actually a very big abuse, emotional abuse, and then verbal, because once you go and sit down, it begins to play back in your head.
I think that one is more, all this emotional and verbal abuse, they are more dangerous than physical abuse, because someone hits you, the pain goes. If there was a scar, it heals. But any scar that that is in the heart, it takes more time. In fact, they say time heals, but I don't think time really heals. Time just plays down on it, and it takes a very long time before you start before you can think about that and you are not hurt again. Most times you just sit and you just think and you just shake your head and like, God, I have suffered in this life.
So the best thing, please don't abuse anybody. If you're a guy, if you're a lady, both physically, verbally, emotionally, please don't abuse anybody. And if you're the one receiving the abuse,
Please
learn
walk
to walk away. If
Walk
you can
away.
sit down and discuss with the person and the person will change, fine. But if the person is a no change person, let him or let her be.
Choose yourself first. You are not being selfish. You are not. Actually, the word selfish is not even, it is objective. It depends on when you are using it.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is good to be selfish. Choose yourself first. Love yourself. Be aware of yourself. Let your self-esteem, don't be overconfident, or your self-esteem should not be too much, but have a healthy self-esteem, a very, very healthy self-esteem. Value yourself, know your self-worth.
Yeah.
And I think,
because the moment you stay in that abusive relationship, it does something to your heart.
yes,
you just begin to see yourself as, no, I can't amount to anything without this guy, without this lady, I'm nothing. Or if it's a physical one and you die, we will just cry and then you will go. That's the thing. The guy will move on.
In the less than 6 months.
If they even put him in prison, he will release him. He will move on. Your children you are thinking of will move on. So the best thing, don't enter an abusive relationship.
And as parents, we should also try to bring up our children in a good way.
Yes.
Because if as a mother I brought up my child in a good way, and you as a mother you brought up your child in a good way, and they come together, they're going to make it work.
And then talking about that, I won't overemphasize the importance of godly relationships and godly marriages. Most times now, our world, we're beginning to say, that's old-fashioned. No, but there is beauty. When you begin to go through the internet, you begin to search for godly homes, you'll see beauty in it. Not people that are pretending to be godly, but when you check these godly marriages,
not just
it's something you will love. It's something you want to have. You understand? Not just people that are pretending. So for every means, if you are a church person, get married to somebody who is like you. Because if you don't get married to a believer, it's going to be struggle. You will try to change somebody who is not changed, and you're not the Holy Spirit, like she said, so you cannot change that person. So believe you me, it's good to marry a godly person who you are compatible with,
and avoid breakfast.
Yeah, so and then you enjoy your relationship, you enjoy your home. Yeah.
So I think we're going to go to the streets now. Let us know what people think on abusive relationship.
And I'm very excited about our street to hear your views.
Let us know your views. We'll be right back. Women always want to stay in an abusive relationship because of the money. Because most of them are not financially stable enough, to be alone on themselves. So they always rely on their man. And even though the man keeps beating them and all that, they still accept the fact that, at least I won't have to start from zero, like having to start with a new man and all that. And another example is probably if it's a marriage, they'll probably think of the children. But I feel that even though you have to put the children first, I feel these children, they know what the mothers feel, like they know what they're going through. So you have to be alive for your kids. Meaning that you shouldn't stay in an abusive relationship. Obviously, you know this man before saying yes, I do to him. Obviously, you saw the red flags and you still decide to go into it. So I believe whatever you lose, you weakness in such, 1 or 2 steps ahead, you saw the red flags. You can't tell me you didn't see it, except you just wanted to ignore them and just feel like, he will change, she might change, and people don't change. So if it's talking to the male aspect, most men stay in abusive relationship thinking the woman might change, and trust me, it's still the same. An abusive woman will not change. There is nothing you will do because she feels that you've been dating before, I've been cheating, you've been forgiving me, so why can't you forgive me now? If you definitely see a red flag with your partner and you think it's something you can't endure anymore, I think you should just walk away. I don't know, it's safer to be alive than injured.
Saying that people stay in an abusive relationship might be talking about the monetary aspects, might be because of money, might be because of low self-esteem. Maybe they think they can't have another partner as such again, so they might decide to stay. Some people stay in abusive relationship in marriage because of their children, but it's not wise enough. I would say it's not wise enough. So the best solution I can just give on my own part is that people should know their partner at least quite well before you go into any relationship, because before it happened in marriage, it should have definitely happened while you people are dating. So my own advice is just that when you notice anything in your relationship that might lead to abusive, it's better you just withdraw. That's what I would say.
Some of the times when a lady or young lady, they are staying in abusive marriage, at times maybe they are not independent, they don't have work, they don't have what to do. If they agree that okay, let me go out of this marriage, how am I going to cope? My children are there, my parents are there, how are they going to cope? Let me just stay there. I don't know what to do. They don't have option than to stay there. My own advice for them that just go out, have something doing at hand. If you want to live abusive marriage and you know that it's your husband or partner that is taking care of everything for you, you must have something doing, because if you leave it and you don't have another thing you are doing, my friend, you will still go back to another abusive marriage.
Abusive relationship is quite bad, and if partners or perhaps married people can, toe a line whereby they can, you know, separate, so to say, yeah, that can go a long way, because life matters. Irrespective of the belief, irrespective of the religion, or writing one think. What is important is for one to stay alive, stay fit, and stay healthy. So my own suggestion here is that when you are in such a relationship, the best thing for you to do is to kindly walk away, then get yourself sorted out, then look for a way whereby you can, come back to your normal self. And if possible, if there are reconciliating moves between your partner, then such a move can take place.
Yes, we've had the views of our people outside there, and their views were very, very educating and enlightening views. Please do not forget to like this video and also share your own comments, your experiences about abusive relationships.
Let us learn together.
Yes, and your own ideas about abusive relationship. And do well to also subscribe. Please subscribe to our
And don't
YouTube
forget to
channel.
turn on your post notifications so that you get notified when we post a new video.
Yes, it's
we
very
remain your
essential.
host, Hope and
Gloria.
Bye. See you next time.